Can you see me live now? Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we are live now. Just want to make sure that I'm sharing the post. We're going public.
Amir, I think we're missing Mr. Ganesh. Ganesh?
Yeah.
You need to admit him.
Just want to make sure. Okay, I'm adding him in. Can make sure our FB is all right. Okay, we are having people coming in. Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Broadcasting live from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia with Sheikhul and friends. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And a very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Amir Bahari, Sheikhul Wasia. And first and foremost, I would like to welcome all of you for joining us tonight for our business trend series, Innovate or Evaporate. And the title of our program today is Alumni Network. Is it a BOON or a BANE? And we shall begin today's session by recitation of selected Quranic verses. And tonight, I would like to recite Surah Ali Imran, verse 31. The benefit of this verse is that when you recite it, people will have more, there will be more compassion to you and they will love you more. If you don't believe it, try it. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل إن كنتم تحبون الله فاتبعوني يحببكم الله ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم والله غفور رحيم صدق الله العظيم صدق الله العظيم. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our program tonight. And indeed, tonight I feel very blessed, very lucky, because with me, I have my co-host with me and my esteemed guest. And first and foremost, let me introduce you to my co-host for tonight, Sherina Razali. Sher, say hello to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, welcome, Sher. And tonight, it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you our esteemed guest. Number one, Puan Aida Arifin, Vice President 2 of Ansara. Say hello to everyone, Aida.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. Hello, everyone.
And also joining us tonight is Tuan Hamdi Abdullah, who is the Honorary Secretary of Makoba. Welcome, Tuan Hamdi.
Thank you, Jame. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Very good evening to everyone.
Waalaikumsalam. And also joining us tonight is the President of Vioba, Tuan K. Ganesh. Say hello to everybody, Ganesh.
Good evening. It's a good thing to happen today. Looking forward to the show.
Wow, thank you very much. And tonight's program is all about Alumni Network. Is it a BOON or a BANE. And we're starting tonight's program with your 90 seconds introduction. So for tonight, what I would like you to do is, number one, tell us your name, what do you do, which alumni do you represent, your school motto, and your school song. So for tonight, if you sing the school song, you don't have to stand up. It's acceptable. Okay, we just want to have the audience to sample the school song, number one. And number two, you can sing the full verse or the first 4 lines of the school song. And for tonight, I will start with myself. Okay, hi, my name is Amir Bari. I am a legal practitioner. I'm a partner at the legal firm Bahari and Bahari. And I'm the host for tonight, and I am from VIOBA, Victoria Institution, class of 1990. And my school motto is Be Yet Wiser. So for tonight, I choose to sing the school song. So for tonight, as Ganesh and I are from VI, I will sing the BM version, and he will sing the English version. And this is how our BM version goes. Sanjungan didendangkan, pengasas nan budiman. Sanjungan didendangkan, pengasas nan budiman. Kerana jasa khidmat mulia yang mengharung samudera dan putera Malaysia, kekal cita Victoria. Thank you everybody. And to get the night going, the next person in line of introducing yourself is Aida. Over to you, Aida.
Assalamualaikum semua. Hi, good evening. I am Aida Arifin. I am from Alumni Ansara. I am the Vice President of Ansara for this session. And I, what the nervous dah. Okay, I also the director of Laila Fabriks and Berhad, which is a wholesale textile company. And to fulfill Amir's request, I will sing my school song. This is the lagu sekolah MRSM. Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wahai putra putri bangsaku, ayo segera menuju, mengikut gerak langkah maju, bersatu mencari ilmu. Di zaman sains dan teknologi, negara perlukan jasamu. Janganlah rasa malas lagi, bersama memegang teraju. Di maktab rendah sains MARA, tuntut ilmu, jangan jemu. Jika taat setia pada guru, berdisiplin selalu. Hari ini hari mulanya, hari esok berjaya. Lengkapkan segala yang ada, ke kuliah kita segera. That's it, Amir.
Wow.
Thank you, Aida. First time for me to hear the MRSM song. Thank you very much. And the next in line, I would like to invite my honored guest, Tuan Hamdi Abdullah, to introduce yourself. You have 90 seconds from now. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Amir. Hi, Hamdi Abdullah from Mekoba, Honorary Secretary Mekoba. I'm also a legal practitioner, just like Amir, with Zorafiq and Partners in Kuala Lumpur. Okay, Mekoba was formed in 1929. We're about 91 years today. The college song was composed in 1968 by a then student. When he was the student at MCKK. So our college motto is Fiat Sapientia Virtus. It's got various meanings to it. I think I'll leave it in Latin. I think Aida really took the cake. I'm going to sing the whole song as well. I think, yeah.
Pressure lah ni.
Kita lawan lah sikit je.
Alamak.
Alright, pressure Serena. Okay. Oh College Melayu, harapan bangsaku, dengan sejarah yang cemerlang, harumlah namamu. College istimewa, didikan untuk semua, keluar membimbing negara, maju terus marah. Bangga ku rasakan, khidmat ku berikan, tak ku lupakan jasa-jasamu, oh College Melayu. Thank you.
Wow. This is very pressure for me already lah.
Thank you, Tuan Hamdi. Very nicely delivered. Thank you so much. First time I dengar lagu Makoba live, okay? Live. And the next in line is Tuan Ganesh. Let me check whether Ganesh is on the line right now. And I think, okay, he's in. Okay. Hi, Ganesh.
Hi.
Ganesh, okay, Ganesh, now it's your turn, Ganesh. You have 90 seconds to introduce yourself, your name, what do you do, which alumni, your school motto, and the school song.
Okay. Hi, my name is.
Are we good to go?
Can you hear me?
Yes, very good. Loud and clear.
Okay. My name is Ganesh. I'm from representing Bioba. I'm the president of Bioba. Our school song. First, let me sing the first verse. Let us now with thankfulness praise the founders of our school. Let us now with thankfulness praise the founders of our school for their foresight and devotion. Some who came across the ocean, all Malaysians own sons, all true Victorians. And our motto is, in short, it's be wiser, but the whole thing is give a wise man instruction and you will be get wiser. I run my own business. I'm doing.
I think maybe Ganesh, his connection is not very
Okay, I
stable.
think it's yep, it's coming back. It's coming back. Ganesh?
So our alumni started in 1922, and another 2 years' time we'll be celebrating our 100th year.
2 years time. Yeah, okay, right. Thank you, Ganesh. Thank you so much. And the next in line, Sher, I hope you remember your school song. You can do the whole verse or part of it. Okay, over to you, Sherina.
When Aida and Encik Hamdi do full, then I also have to do full juga lah. But please pardon me, I'm rusty. Right, my name is Sharina. I work in sterilization. So we're quite busy right now these days. I used to be in BBGS, class of 92. And we don't have a BBGS OGA. What we have is BBGS Alumni Sdn Berhad, because we use that occasion, that company to fund education for deserving students, so they can go further on to their tertiary education as well. So we've been doing that every year. We sponsor students. Right, school song. Does it sound? You can hear my voice, okay, Kan? Okay, cool. All right. BBGS, we pledge to thee our love and toil in the years to be, when we are grown and take our place as loyal women with our race. Father in heaven who love us all, oh help thy children when they call, that they may build from age to age an undefiled heritage. Teach us to bear the yoke in youth with steadfastness and careful truth, that in our time thy grace may give the truth whereby the nations live. Teach us delight in simple things, and mirth that has no bitter springs, forgiveness free of evil done, and love to all men neath the sun. Our school motto is Nisi Dominus Frustra. Without God, all is in vain. Emo sikit nyanyi lagu sekolah.
Actually, I must say this. We are all shaped by our school song, like it or not, can. As we go in life, whoever we become, we'll always remember our school song, because in certain time, a certain part of life, it'll be our guide. And for tonight, okay, the theme song for tonight, for our program today is If We Hold On Together. Okay, it goes something like this. Don't lose your way with each passing day. You've come so far, don't throw it away. Live believing, dreams are for weaving, wonders are waiting to start. Live your story, faith, hope, and glory. Hold to the truth in your heart. If we hold on together, I know our dreams will never die. Dreams see us through to forever, where clouds roll by for you and I. Okay, thank you very much. And with that, I would like to give you the right of way, Sherina, to address the first question to Tuan Hamdi. And of course, I would like to remind everybody, tonight is all about collaboration, okay? Collaboration. You all are from great, what we call alumni, okay? Great school, prestigious school, great alumni. So please, tonight, we are collaborating, okay? And I'm giving you the right of way. Please, go ahead. Fire away.
Okay, so Encik Hamdi, Makoba is well known for having a really strong alumni. I have friends who are from Makoba who to this day will wear the school tie very proudly when they go for meetings and they've got the school tie on. And we know it's that day when Makoba will honor their school. It's beautiful to see this purpose and this feeling of togetherness. But the question I want to ask you is, what has been the reception of the old boys to Makoba activities? Because Makoba, you have your own building. Very few alumni actually have their own building. How do you get the old boys to participate in activities?
Thank you for the question. I think over the years, the fact that we've got social media, we've got a lot of number of participation is quite high. I think how we measure whether it's so much or not. I think last year was Old Boys Weekend in Kuala Kangsar. We had 829 registrants, which means that people who actually pay a T-shirt or whatever, but 829. Then there might be a few who could not register on time but still make it. So we've got that number, and it grew about 200 from the previous year. I think 3 years ago we were doing about 450. So it's still a lot by any means that you do not get much for what you put in. But it's the power of social media. We've got our Facebook page, we've got our Facebook group, we've got Telegram, we've got WhatsApp Bash Rap. We also have chapter news list. Recently we did Takbir Raya online. So that's a bit of number as well. Because it's MCO, so something that we needed to do, but we're able to do that. I think more social media, we're driven by batches first, but then we have many who cross the batch. So for the activities, the social media part, and a very strong social media team who comes up with memes and everything to push the programs. Hope that answers. That's a bit long, right?
Yes, it does. It does. Because I know that some of the old boy weekends, you have your old boys coming back to play rugby, to play hockey. I think this happens more than just once a year during the old boys weekend, and this takes a lot of enrollment. When does the enrollment begin for the old boys? Is it still when they are studying at MCKK, or is it part of their leaving process, a ritual? How does it work?
We've got 3,000 odd members now. Yeah. But really, we do not actually hand out forms when they graduate. But we have several programs. We bring them in during the Old Boys Weekend or some other time during the year. We also give career talk. Then we also support them in their sporting activities, rugby, basketball, hockey, football. So when they leave, they come and join our alumni teams. Our alumni teams are still what we call amateur level, but we play like for football. We've got the open team above 30, above 35, above 42, above 50. Yeah, so we've got that. So that's how we get anybody who has time will make time. Yeah,
that's really great to see. Like I said, I have friends who are in Makoba, and you guys kind of talk about each other a lot, which is really nice to see. And I mean a lot. You want to talk about something else, still the subject will come up again, and that's really kind of cool. All right, Amir, back at you. Amir? I don't want to hog that. I have many more questions.
Okay.
But I don't want to hog the line.
Okay, Cik Amdi, probably you can share with us on what day does the Makoba alumni wear their tie?
Okay.
What day of the week?
I think we wear on Tuesday. Wednesday. Yeah. It's either what you wear is that you either wear your the tie, or you wear an apparel that has got a Makoba emblem or MCKK emblem, like Ganesh is wearing. Yeah. Or we have lanyard. So that's you can go without a tie, which many people don't nowadays, right? So, but you have the lanyard, and then we've got shirts like this we make available. Yeah.
That is really very, very cool.
Yeah, I find it really that to be very, very impressive. And what would the one collect in old boys do when they meet each other? What is the first thing they will say? Is there any secret code or something?
No, we cannot disclose it. Sorry.
Secret handshake and identifier. When you do this, I know you. We're in the same school.
I mean like anybody can just wear a lanyard, anybody can just wear a tie, right? I mean like, yeah, how would you know? Huh?
There's an age joke that we have. You see, whenever we meet somebody who we know is from MCKK as well, so we will ask them which house you're from. So and then a macabre will then answer the name of the house, but they will jokingly say, "Okay, I'm from Blue House," which we don't have.
Interesting. So actually, you do have a filtering question. You do have like a filtering question, a qualifying question.
Yes.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing.
Okay.
Okay, next I would like to address the question to Aida. So Aida, so
Yeah.
I could see from the social media that Ansara actually leverage and promote business, networking, and fundraising among their members, right? So, can you share with us? Okay, if you don't mind, just in general, how many members do you have, and what has been the success rate so far, the reception of the members?
We have currently registered members about almost 14,000, 13,000 plus lah, reaching to 14,000. Yeah, and because Ansara, this alumni is unique because we are not from one school. We are from many MRSM across Malaysia. And each MRSM, or we call it chapters, they have their own alumni registered, and they are all gathered under one national body, which is Ansara. So the alumni is structured in the sense that Ansara is the main thing, and then we have the Ansara chapters. So like myself, I'm from MRSM Bursary. I am a Ansara member, but I am from MRSM Bursary. And probably I have another alumni. She's probably from MRSM Terendah, but she's also an Ansara member from Ansara Terendah. So currently, the registered chapters, we have about 32 or 33 registered chapters with ROS. And when we do activities at the chapter level, and also we have the grand activities organized by at the Ansara level, at the national level. So we always have these major activities like the grand activities that combined with the chapters. Like the most popular is our Sukan Sara, which we held for the alternate 2 years, every alternate year, sorry. So we had a big one last year. So we're not going to have it this year, but we're going to have it next year. So when we have that, so it opens to all MRSM, all the other Ansara chapters, all the alumni that is registered. And also we have these activities called SPKG. It's called Sireh Pulang ke Gagang. It's a national, or it's an Ansara activities, but it's being conducted at the chapter level. So say I'm from Ansara Bursary, so I will go back to my school and do all the activities. But at the same time, I also visit the other MRSM for their SPKG programs. So that doesn't mean I just go to my chapter only, for my school only. I go to Pasir Sala, I go to Kelawang, I go to Kuantan, wherever the other MRSM's alumni are doing. So that's one thing that unique about us. Our motto is One United Ansara. So regardless which MRSM you are, once Ansara member is always an Ansara member, regardless which MRSM you come from. So that we firmly believe in that, the One United Ansara, and we help each other in terms of you say networking is like the tarik session also is a networking, the Sukan Sara also is a networking, and at the national level, at the Ansara level, we have other activities like we will make one activities and we'll call each and we call representative from each chapter. The leader or the head or the president of the individual chapters are very active, and they really pass out the message when we have any promotion and so on. So that's when we get. And for the youngsters, we have this Ansara Muda, the youth Ansara. So these are we will do a lot of activities for the youngsters. for them to get to know us and eventually join and participate and again start the networking. And the Ansara is not just for the current MRSMs, the MRSMs that are no longer operating, like Seremban, Kerteh. These MRSMs, these Ansara members, they're still active. They are still active, although the school is no longer operating. So in that, I'm very lucky to be in this alumni because it's really, really united us. We are not from the same school, but we are the same alumni. And for, as you said just now, not just networking, fundraising, that is another unique thing about us. When we do, like recently COVID, this COVID that is going on, when it started, we raised, we had this collection crowdfunding called Ansara for Malaysia. We did it together with MRA, Malaysian Relief Agency. And we're not just do it at the Ansara level, we also coordinate with the chapters and say the collection is from Ansara, and then say klinik kesihatan in Sungai Petani needs something. So MRSM Pendang, Ansara Pendang, no MRSM, sorry, Ansara Pendang contacted Ansara Malaysia and liaised with it. So we get the funds, we get the things, we get the masks, the PPE, whatever that they need, and we send through Ansara Pendang. And like Kelawang, they had not just at Ansara level, at the chapter level, like Kelawang, they had their own fundraising. But the fundraising is not just donation collected by the Ansara Kelawang members. It's collected by all Ansara members to them. So then that's how we leverage our connection. So that's one thing unique about us lah. We are from different school, but we are actually from one alumni. So that's why we are very proud to say we are one united Ansara.
And I'm proud of you too. 33 chapters and 14,000 members. Wow, that's really, truly fantastic, amazing. Now, just a question to ask now, if you're in the Ansara network, right? Do you actually, when you meet somebody new, do you just hit the ground running, or you need some warm-up to do? Because usually in the networking, I mean, like myself and Sharina, we are from the Business Network International. So usually in BNI, when we meet other members, we just hit on that, we hit the ground running, so to speak, because we share the same values, the same common purpose. So for Ansara members, you hit the same. Can you just meet somebody like Ansara, probably Kota Kinabalu, for example? I'm just saying, right? Can you just like hit off the ground running, or actually you need sometimes to warm up to see how the value fits?
Keyword.
What's your thought on that?
Keyword Ansara, budak MRSM budak MRSM ngam lah. Usually it's okay. We what we do is, when we, as I said, we have the youngsters, the Ansara Muda. So usually when we do, and we also like have when we have membership drive, then we go, MRSM, I like banyak members and so on. So that's how we get connected. And then we also have lots of clubs, not just the sports club, but we also have we have a Ansara business and Ansara Biz, which also have the provide the network for all Ansara members who are in business. And the way they network, they always meet up, they introduce themselves, they visit each other, they help each other. And the sports activities, I think for all schools, that's the what do you call that, the main among the main thing that we can do it. And then we can make people to reconnect. And then also so far, I have been active in my alumni since 2004, I think, if I'm not mistaken, and I've never seen anything that's done that is not being didn't reach the target, meaning all the activities done reach the target, and eventually we get more new members. A lot of people say like malu, segan. That I think is normal, especially MRSM. We have boys and girls, so especially the girls are malas lah, segan lah. But once they get the key person or the person yang can connect that, trust me, you'll be well connected. Even like for the ladies, like for me, I'm the I lead the Ansara Nita, which is the women section, women wings of Ansara. So for us, we try to make activities that are more intimate, just for the ladies. And then from there, we see actually a lot of the ladies would want to come and join the activities, but probably they a bit segan. So what we do is we get the reps from each chapters, the ladies rep from each chapters, so that we have our activities that they can join. And the what do you call that? With the social media that we're having now, that helps a lot. It just blasts and blasts. Like just now, I just posted to one group. Eventually, I got back the notice about tonight's talk. Like I just sent to one group, and then like from Adik and Marissa, are you in on tonight? You on tonight? Wow, good luck, dah. I'm gonna watch this. So that's how we connect.
Wow, Ansara sounds incredibly
Wow.
organized, and that's a huge undertaking. That's incredible.
Yeah, that's truly powerful, truly powerful. Okay, so okay, we'll get back to you, Aida, on this. And the next question, Sher, I'm making way for you.
Oh, hi, Mr. Ganesh. Okay, you might want to unmute your mic. Okay, so the VIOBA is a very old and proud institution. I have uncles who are in the VIOBA. My mother did her Form 6 in VI, but we have lost Mr. Ganesh. Do you want to... Is Mr. Ganesh coming back in? Amir? Amir, you're muted.
Yeah, I think he's coming in. Probably the line is a bit unstable, but it's okay. We
So,
we
Mr.
can
Ganesh,
we can listen to his response.
Can you just
okay,
repeat
Then he
so,
come on board for a while. I mean, it
so
does
the
happen. This does happen on and off.
Okay, so what are the
Mr.
activities that the VIOBA organizes for its members? You have a lot of very interesting and quite powerful people in your alumni. What do you do, and what has the response been like?
Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Thanks for the question. Okay. We are alumni. We have in our Vioba itself about 2,000 registered members, and of course there are old boys who are not members but come and support the activities. For example, our dinner, we have maybe 5 to 600. I think 650 was our largest crowd, which is done every year. But last and this year we did not do it. This year we're supposed to do it, but because of this COVID-19, so we had to postpone everything. And we are actually working towards our 100 years, which we shall that's in another 2 years' time. Year, the Mocha Nasari Challenge, which is a football tournament because the late Mocha Dahri was a Victorian, and in his honor, we have been doing this, I think, about more than 10 years. And every year we get about 800 students coming. The younger one, the old one, I think the oldest batch we had was 78. They play a very senior veteran league. They come and what they do is they have a good day, they play the games, but it's more of a fellowship whereby these 800 people, not only the students come or the visitors who come, they bring their family, bring their children. We have barbecues, we have kambing bole and all that. It's like a big party, and it goes on from morning about 7 right up to late evening, and everyone goes back very happy. Unfortunately, this year we already planned in March, and we had the MCO, so we couldn't do it again. But we get good support from this. In other groups, of course, because of the various associations in KI, the band boys have their own group. Scouts, first KL, second KL, the cadets, of course, the footballers. The footballers, mostly they come every weekends to use the field. They use it for free, and they have their own games, and this is an ongoing thing the whole year round. Of course, they take part in the Inter Alumni League, and same goes to rugby too. We take part in the inter-alumni rugby, quadrangular, I think golf, and these are the activities that they do mostly with MDC and our annual dinner being one of the biggest events. And they do come and support and they buy our merchandise and sometimes out of nowhere. Like for example, last year we had to raise funds quickly to renew our lease, our land lease in our clubhouse, which came to about 170 over thousand. And we passed the word around, and boys who are not members, boys from Australia, US, Canada, suddenly we get all these donations, and within 3 months we managed to raise the fund, and now we got a brand new lease on the clubhouse for another 30 years, and we can carry on with the next program of developing that clubhouse into something bigger, so that more members can get access to the clubhouse. And if it's let's say multi-story, and we can rent out the space and they can support back the clubhouse. This is what we have been doing, and so far Victorians they might be quiet on the sideline, but when it comes to supporting Vioba, they're always there. This is from VI side.
Okay. Would you normally say, would Mr. Ganesh?
Yeah. I'm here.
Yeah. Oh yes. Good. Would you normally say that I'm sure that with the many thousand members you have in the VIOBA, you would have quite a few members who do the exact same thing. Would you say that the members are more collaborative, or are they a little bit more competitive? Or it all just comes together somehow, whether by batch, by year, by class? Do we have collaborative stuff going on?
There is sometimes it goes by let's say a batch, a certain year batch, they work together better with their own batch. But when it comes to really getting things done, it doesn't matter. A guy from the batch of let's say 65, a year 65 batch, and he needs something to be done, and he knows the guy from the batch 90 or 91, and they'll work together. We have seen this happen in many cases. Different badges, they can collaborate and they can get things done. And to make this even further, because we have top corporate guys from big organizations and government side and so on, and sometimes the younger Victorians find it a bit intimidating to meet these people. So an annual dinner is a place where everyone is a bit relaxed, and it's easier to meet. But we started about 2 years ago Victorian Business Network. Is similar to your BNI, but it's for Victorians only. Slowly we are building it up, but this kind of things takes effort and commitment. So we are trying to get the group going again, and hopefully by end of this year we will get this thing started one more time. And let's see at this what you call Victorian Business Network is where they can get their businesses going together, and someone needs something or some expertise and so on. So I've seen this personally happening, where someone wants to get into a certain tech or needs to put his foot in a certain department. And so happened there's a Victorian there, and they will definitely say, yes, let's see what we can do. And of course, if things are right, it will work out. And our tide is on Monday.
Well, it sounds very much like the VIOBA is getting organized, or is already organized along the lines of what Mokoba is doing, in putting the old boys together and finding a way to create that synergy and that energy among the members. Do you also have like an identifier, like a secret handshake? Like if you meet somebody in the street, do you know, like, yes, you're from VI, you're from VI? Do you have anything like that going on? I think maybe perhaps not.
Ada. We have.
Okay, so let's hear about it. What's the identifier? What's the secret handshake for VI?
Ganesh, you want to go first? Ganesh, can you hear us? Okay, a bit lagi. Okay, now.
We don't actually have a secret handshake, but it's a Victorian thing now. It's very hard to explain unless you're in the school, the full 5 years or 7 years or whatever it is, and then it's automatically a Victorian knows a Victorian. It's very simple actually.
Sure?
Yep.
Okay, right. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much for the question. Thank you very much, Ganesh. Okay, now I would like to what I call the Shekul Roundtable. Now, by the show, by asking each one, I would like to know, when you were during your schooling days, how many of us are prefect? Show of hands. Prefect?
Am I the only
Two.
one?
Okay. Yeah, two. Okay. Now, how many of you are in the uniform society? Bands, cadet police.
Wow.
Okay, Ganesh, which uniform society you belong to? Ganesh?
Aida, unmute.
I taklah cadet, tak bukan. My school tu ada what do you call that, commando, okay, tapi no,
Wow.
not for me. No,
Commando,
not for me.
okay, that's
Not commando, sorry, commander, but not for me. I joined the what do you call that, the Red Crescent Society.
Red Crescent. Okay. Okay. Hamdi, may I know what did you join in school?
Swimming club.
Wow.
Swimming club. Oh, swimmer. Okay. Okay. And
kita
So-
ada legend about the swimming pool dekat VI masa dulu tau. Girls of Bukit Bintang.
And what is
Masa
that?
okay, but one thing, Ganesh shared to me, he's with the VI band. So VI is very proud of his band. Band. Ganesh, are you with us, Ganesh?
Yes, I am.
You with the school band?
Is the oldest band since 1909. From 1909, we have been in existence, the Victoria Institution Cadet Corps band.
Okay. Right. So in our school,
And
we
have the oldest. We have the oldest bagpipe since 1965, if I'm not mistaken.
the bagpipes. Okay. Right. Cool. Okay.
Right.
Now I'm gonna ask some hard-hitting question. You have four choices. Number one is a flying dagger. No. You can either choose to answer or choose to remain silent. Okay? Boleh tak? Nak tanya. Okay, right. I'm going to go round table. Now, how many of you were ragged when you were in school? You had to go through ragging.
Oh no.
Aida, tak ada?
No.
Hamdi?
MCKK, we do not have that. We do not
You're
have that for one.
What? I heard stories. I heard stories.
For MCKK, Form 1 lives separately away from the senior form. So if you go there, you stay there with 4 prefects or 5 prefects only. So it's in an administration block. It's called prep school. So that's where you stay first. Then you move where you're supposed to mix Form 2 with some Form 3. And then the Form 3 and Form 4, Form 5 live together in one nice big block. Yeah. So no such ragging as such, but life experience can be different for some people. Depends on how it's
Wow, there's a loaded statement, bro. But yeah.
Yeah.
Life is colorful as you make it to be. Yeah,
Of
I'm
course.
with you on that.
Yeah, so
Sure, you're a school prefect. You went through a ragging or any
No, no,
form
no,
of
no.
initiation?
Kalau prefect, for senior prefects, which is from 4, from 5, we had an election process. So the teachers would nominate who they felt in the classes were able to handle schoolwork as well as prefect work. And then in theory, the students would also do a voting on who they felt would be responsible. And then the teachers would then put the two lists together and see how many names matched up. And then we would do that. So we had our own prefects room that had a like slightly haunted staircase because we would hear steps, but when we look out the window, there's nobody there. Which is why we never like duty tak boleh seorang tau. It was kind of creepy. Because this was Bukit Bintang, that was where they had a hospital semasa the Japanese occupation. So kerah sikit in the area. So we had a lot of fun. And if you wanted to be able to recognize a BBGS girl, the question would be, do you remember washing the toilets? The thing about BBGS girls is, like after recess, you don't just clean the classroom, you don't put the flowers on the table, you also have to clean the toilet. So every single BBGS girl, nobody is exempt from this duty. You have to wash the toilet. So anak datuk ke, Tan Sri ke, princess ke, apa ke, you wash the toilet. Nobody is exempt.
well
So
done.
even prefects, because we're not prefects every single year, kan? The year you're not a prefect, you basuh lah toilet. So we got really good at it. I still remember how to wash a toilet. And God knows those toilets were in bad shape. So yeah, we had a good time. And that's how you recognize BBGS girls, because they talk about the toilet washing. We don't have a tie. What can I say? We have the toilets.
Ganesh,
That's all.
anything to add from your part? Do you have any ragging you went through when you were in school? The VI band,
You need to
the band
unmute, Mr.
boys.
Kenny.
You need to unmute.
Passage. It's not writing the
Hello, Ganesh.
the right of passage.
Sorry,
It's called the right of passage.
the right of passage. Okay, the right of passage. Okay, right. Hello, Ganesh.
I'm getting a lot of interference on my end.
Ganesh, are you with us? Can you hear me?
You need to unmute.
Wait, I will help him to unmute. Jap. Okay, Ganesh, we can hear you, Ganesh. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, as I mentioned, we do not have the. Can you hear me, Amin?
Yeah, we can hear you. Right.
Yeah, okay. So it's called a rite of passage, and normally it's for some of the uniform societies and so on. And the boys take it like just comes with the comes as a package deal. But no harm is done, no harm is done. And end of the day, they're all happy with it.
Oh, thank you, Ganesh. Thank you. Well, for me, if I may share, I was with the school prefectorial board. So our school code, school color is blue. So we had to go through the week to become a prefect, and true enough, we wore our school color at our back. How come I'm the only one laughing?
Okay.
What do you mean by you want on your back?
Okay, now if you go to a boys' school, you know what I mean.
So this is not for public. It's too impolite for public lah.
Tak adalah, no,
Encik
actually we
Hamdi,
just
what
had
are you
our,
talking about?
tak ada, our back is being kena tepuk lah, macam tu, kena tepuk kan. But because, but in the boys' school, in the boys, I think in VI, to be a prefect, you know, there's about like 15 of us as a prefect in the prefectural board, and we had to take care of 1,000 students. So the prefect had the privilege to shout, okay, and then we had our own room, our own toilet. But of course, the initiation process was something that is not for the faint-hearted, I must say. But one thing that I can share, the Victorian values until now, and I think Mr. Ganesh may agree with me, is we have a code of AEIOU. Our leadership code is very simple. It's called vowel, the vowel, AEIOU. A is for authority. Whatever you do, you must know on whose authority. So there's always chain of command. E is for example. Before you do anything, you just follow, in law, we call it case precedent. Just look for examples. We set example to everybody. I is for initiative. If there's something that needs to be done, we take the initiative to improvise. O is for order. Order means things must be in order before we do anything else. Must make sure that things are in order. In legal firm, making sure that all pages are in the right paging. Everything is, the numbering are all correct, you know. And U is for unity. That means for the VI boys, we always band together to help one another. So our code, what I learned from VI, which I carry until now, is always been AEIOU: authority, example, initiative, order, and unity. So the prefectural board, we had what we call a code. If any prefect is in trouble, the whole prefect, the prefectorial, what we call team, would band and together around him or her. Around him, sorry, her. Yeah, we also had a what we call head girl. Yeah, we also had a head girl. So yeah, okay, true. Okay, now back to the alumni discussion today. I would like to check, Nick. Pardon me asking, but I'm going to be a bit pokey tonight. All right. So I would like to know how is there any power struggle in managing the alumni? Do you have team A, team B? Do you have somebody coming in to, to say like, I have the leading is more of a right than a privilege. What's your thought about that? What's your experience about that? If I may ask, start with Aida.
I think when it comes to Ansara, whether it's at the Ansara level or the chapter level, at the end of the day, we will talk about brotherhood, sisterhood. So, you nak cari gaduh ke, you nak move forward. So, at the end of the day, because we also have another motto that we say, for the love of Ansara, don't fight. No, like, united lah. So far, we are okay. And then so far, like, macam Harisi, we have the annual elections and so on. So we make it fair and square. There will be campaigns and so on and everything. So eventually, those who serve or give back to school, how do you say, seikhlas hati, people will notice. And it's just a matter whether, because for me, I have been active in alumni in my Ansara since, as I said, 2004. Only this election that I was elected as vice president of Ansara. But before this, I was always on the background, and I made sure I give back to school, be active in join the activities and so on. At the end of the day, people will see you're the type yang kepo-kepo, kecoh-kecoh, or you're the type yang memang sebab you believe that the alumni, the society is something for you to give and at the same time gain. And what I can see from Ansara, regardless from which Ansara chapters you are, a lot of them, most of them are the giving type, whether in activities, in helping others, when we raise fund, when we do activities, all are the giving type. I see from the younger generation to the older generation, most of them are like that. They want to be with Ansara because they love Ansara. They want to give back in that sense.
That's so sweet to hear.
Thank you, Aida. And Hamdi, what's your experience as the honorary secretary of Makoba? What's your experience in seeing the what we call the current the drift in
Okay.
the alumni in managing alumni?
Okay. I think we've had contests for the top positions before. I think usually we do not have them, so we've had presidents for the longest time. And then when the change of guard in 2006, so there was a contest, and then in 2012 we had another contest. The incumbent won. In 2014 we had another contest. The contender won. Then we had another contest in 2016. Then when the incumbent lost. Yeah. So I think at the end of the day is what the members want. I think regardless of who is the president, we should try to continue the main businesses of what the alumni does. See, the All Boys Weekend will still go on. The dinner will still go and pay, the toll, regardless what's the price, will still go. And so the main ones, because for me, you have to just celebrate the fact that you are in this group. And then as you get older, you're going to have one few event to go to. So, and that's the attitude that we try to push. So as far as people are concerned, make time. If you're available, you make time. If you're not, you send your best regards. So, but we try to, I think most try to participate when they can. Those who cannot will try to make other times. Yeah.
Thank you, Hamdi. And Ganesh, what's... Sorry, Sher, you said something? Sher? Sorry?
Yeah.
No, I was just saying that that's really, really nice. With Ansara and with Mukoba, you can see that there's a really strong spirit of being together and staying together, and in a way drawing strength from each other and leveraging as well. And that's what you call bonds that will last through the generations, really. And I mean, my mother went to VI in Form 6. She still talks about it. My uncles were in VI. They still talk about it. My friends who are my age or older, they went to MCKK. They still talk about it. So that's amazing. And that's beautiful to see. It's really, really nice.
Mr. Ganesh, you might address the question to you with regard to the if there's any power struggle or undercurrent in the running of your alumni. What's your thought on that?
Okay. On Bioba, actually, every 2 years there's an election, and normally there's no contest. In fact, we have to ask people to, why don't you take up this post? Why don't you volunteer this time? It's a very straightforward thing, because we Koreans, they just, okay, this guy can do his job. We've been doing it for the past 2 years. Let him do it again and again until that person says, look, I have to stop and give it to somebody else. So we are quite easy going. We just, as long as someone says, okay, I want to come now with my team, or I want to do some changes or whatever, okay, we let you do, and let's see what happens. And it's been going on for years like this, and there are not many challenges actually for positions in Myanmar. It's quite simple, actually. It's very quite simple.
Thank you, Ganesh. Thank you. Okay, so in Vioba, people actually they have to ask, whether who wants to pass the baton or take the baton. Wow, very interesting on the dynamic alumni. Okay, now what is your advice for, see, I come from VI batch 1990, and last year actually I was quite disappointed because in our WhatsApp group, everybody was like pum pam, they were talking about this and about that. When it comes to our alumni meeting or the annual dinner, we couldn't even form a table. So and people give a lot, and some of my friends, they give a lot of excuses like, oh, I've got, probably sometimes I would feel that people will feel competitive. You know, this guy, you know, have a big position. This guy has a big business, and so they feel small, and that shy them away from alumni. So, what is your thought on that? What's your advice on that? Aida, how can you go first?
To me, for alumni, it's not just for grand reunion dinners. It's more on connecting, whether you are young or much older or the senior citizen. You can always fall back to the alumni, and it doesn't mean that you're not in business, oh, I thought nothing lah to contribute. No, it's more on the connection, and you never know when the connection is a really, really good thing for you. Like for me, I met so many people from so many chapters, and not just in terms of business connection, but the friendship that we gain. Like especially now that I lead the Women's Week, I learned a lot of new things during this MCO because we had to do everything online. So we had a lot of online session. We had the mengaji session, we had the women's health talk, we had the about parenting session. So all these things is like, it doesn't have to be like you have to have a big business that only you can participate in activities in alumni. Regardless, housewife, senior citizen, you baru graduate, you baru habis SPM, you know, if you feel and you believe that the alumni is a place to fall back when you need it, it will always be there. As I said lah, kena seikhlas hati lah. Once you believe in that, you will have the connection too is beyond your expectation, whether in business, in life, friendship, your faith journey, you know, and also a place to Google a lot of things. Tak tahu macam mana, tanya je. I'm sure you will get the answer from alumni members to jalan-jalan cari makan. Like, you know, you know the, like for Ansara, we have the people who are in food truck business, who are in restaurant owners. So, itu pun dah cukup dah nak buat jalan-jalan cari makan activities. So it's nothing wrong if you don't feel kerdil, don't feel like alah nak join alumni tak ada apa nak contribute. No need. If you clear your mind, it's actually is a good thing. It will leverage not just in terms of networking and business side. A lot of other journeys will come your pathway in that sense. I always believe in that.
I have a question.
Yes.
Wow.
So I'm listening to Aida and Encik Hamdi talking, and both the alumni are really, really strong. I wonder, does the fact that both are stay-in schools, like it's boarding school, does that create a stronger bond? Because like VI is a day school mostly, BBGS is a day school. I know we don't have anywhere near as strong bonds as Ansara and MCKK. Could that be a factor? Because you end up spending all of your time together, so you spend so much time together, so you know you become better friends almost. What do you think?
Well, I think partly true, but I think VI has got a very strong bond. The football team is very strong. I think that they really keep together. It's their common interest. So I wouldn't put it really about whether you spend too much time together. VI studied here, stay here. What you need are repertoires, you know, people who will bring people in, keep on building the number of people to get together, just for simple things, for sports, for get together, to feel sometime, even for some usra, depending on their interest. So you just have to create this group of people who will then bring others in. So if you've got that, then the alumni will grow. Okay, at the end of the day, it's about people. So if you have enough people who can push this, VI, BBJS, you guys are very advantageous because you're local and you're here. So for us, yes, partly you say because we stayed together, but then we didn't stay together with a lot of people. There are only 120 of us. So, you know, so there's only some brothers that we relate to, seniors, juniors, you know, there's about 8-9 batches altogether. but not all are here. So I think it's more getting people who are interested just to make time, because it will be quite beneficial. We do not portray ourselves very good in terms of volunteer work, but recently when in the COVID-19, we raised 40,000 to put on a PPE for the northern states. Yeah, because we had a pathway, we had Red Crescent, we've got OPA, and also we've got some guys rooted in the northern states, which we get them to assist. So that there's no futility in the alumni network. So we benefit quite a number of people. Yeah. So I think it's really having the repertoires to push for all this. If you have 2 or 3 from each batch, it'll be wonderful. That's my.
Yeah, and for me, like for myself, I agree. It's not just because we stay together. Sharina, I think you know me. How? I know you. I have
I miss
groups.
you, man. It's been too long.
I have WhatsApp groups of different ladies from different Ansara chapters. I have a group, a mixture of different ladies and guys, and various of age variation from how old is the youngest that tak ingat lah dah, maybe 20 plus to 60 plus in one group. Special gang ni. But they are all from different Ansara. Like for me, I'm from MRSM Bursary, but one person is from MRSM KT, one person is from MRSM Kelawar, one person is from Balik Pulau, but we connected, and our school values are different. So if you say because we stay together, no, asrama dia lain. My school is different. We all have our different values in school, and one, as I said lah, 60 something, 40 something, 30 something, 20 something, but boleh ngam because under one alumni. So I think I agree with Encik Hamdi. It depends on the person, on the people. If you feel it's a waste of time, it's going to be a waste of time. But if you feel it's a good thing to do, of course lah, niat buruk dapat buruk lah, niat baik dapat baik. So it depends. Even for me, before MRSM also, I went to MRSM for Form 5, but I have also school that is non-boarding school, which I still keep in touch, and their alumni also is quite active. So I think it depends. I think it depends on the people.
Yeah, so you get out of it what you put into it as well, right? So they say niat baik dapat baik, and it's about why you want to stay connected, and that makes the biggest difference, really, right? Oh, that's really cool. I need to spend more time with my BBGS girls as well, I think. Time to pick up the phone.
So Ganesh, what's your thought about those who are shying away from events because probably they feel inferior or probably they feel they have nothing to contribute? What's your advice to them? Can you I think we've lost Ganesh. Okay, so Jambi, you want to say something? Okay, wait.
Yeah, I think
sure, please.
really,
do. While waiting for Ganesh on board.
I think really why some people participate. I think we want to see better all boys. As for me, you know, you go into it, you stay in the system. It allows you access and you can assist to mentor the juniors. Yeah. So then you have a reason, there's a link that you can help them if they want. And so by being available, we can also create, we also have, corporate captains who are willing to come in. But you need to make the connections and make it available. So you have to do, okay, like it does not seem so very fruitful when you're doing it, but eventually once they come in, then everything works out quite well.
Thank you, Hamdi. Ganesh, your thoughts, Ganesh, on the old boys. How do we?
Can you hear me, Amir? Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay. Sorry. I just have one thought, and actually, I was planning with my committee to do this year. We were planning not to get at least a couple of alumni members from different alumni, from Makoba, from St. John's, and so on. And instead of just networking between our own alumni, we try whether we can network with the other alumni, because it will be good. You never know. Someone from Yoga is in a place or in a position that doesn't have any other alumni, and it's good to know one another. You never know where you can work out or help one another besides your own. Of course, the priority is your own alumni, but if you work with other members.
Okay, so basically what I'm hearing is the idea of all the alumni coming together from time to time to network. And I think it's possible because I think in alumni network, how we solve problem is only one phone call. You know, Hamdi, instead of having to go to court, having to litigate, one phone call is what it takes to solve all the problem. Would you agree, Hamdi?
Yes, I think definitely. The more people that you're connected to, the more people you can smoothen and provide assistance to, and things will be easier. Of course, you can't expect payback at that point of time. Well, there'll be times when you also need assistance. And I think COVID-19 really shows us that we need everybody, right?
Mm-hmm. Correct. So Ganesh, as you were saying, Ganesh, about the alumni, inter-alumni?
Yeah, about the inter-alumni, it'll be good. It'll be good if we can slowly, you don't have to get, maybe BOA will try to get at least one or two alumni. Exchange card, talk, just get know where it's going to be after that.
Okay, Ganesh, thank you so much. Okay, now, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for spending a lot of time. We've got a lot of feedback, and I think through our discussion, we have managed to address some of the questions indirectly by sharing with them the activities of the alumni. And tonight, I learned a lot. 14,000 alumni for Ansara. Wow, the 14,000 alumni members. That's a big wow. It's a business platform of its own. And Vioba with 3,000 members, 2,000 members, and Makoba with 3,000 members. Wow, there is something to look at. And before we end tonight, I would like to know, what is your advice to all the alumni members? Either they belong to the guests in the show, or they belong to other alumni. What is your advice to them? What's your advice to them? I will start with you, Aida.
My advice will be just be sincere and enjoy the journey. That's all. Because once you're sincere, as I said, you will find all the good things, and enjoy the friendship also. In that sense, I have enjoyed my journey in Ansara since I joined. I joined pun accidentally. I never intend to join pun accidentally. Kena tarik by my friend. And then once I'm really inside it, I really enjoy every single thing. I look forward for my balik sekolah trip, balik maktab trip every year. But this year because of COVID cannot do anything. I missed last year, unfortunately, because I was unwell. But I look forward next year once we can do this activity. So it is nice actually. And again, don't feel kerdil or I got nothing to give back. You can always give back. Even just by being a member, participate, just enjoy the journey, inshallah.
Wow, sincerity and friendship. I find that to be very, very interesting. And one thing I must share that I regret a bit. I started to go back to my alumni, I think about only 3 years back. So actually, I start to wonder, where was I during that last 20 years, Yeah, I mean, like, things could have been different had I gone back to the school and meet my fellow members. Wow, sincerity and friendship. And Tuan Hamdi, what's your advice to those
Okay.
who shying away?
before that, my request lah, VI wants to go into alumni collaboration. Can we request Rosen not to play the ex-national players whenever VI old boys play Mkoba lah?
I think Ansara also have the same issue ni. Sama ni. I've heard about it.
So that's the first request lah kan, inter alumni, why not? Yeah. I think second thing is that just in response to you, Amir, I think I have always taken the attitude that the money you pay for your Mkoba dinner, and it is sunken money lah. You just need to, you graduate, you ada kerja 1 or 2 years, you pay lah. It was then back then 180, 250, 300. You close one eye and you just, it does not matter whether there are a lot of your own batches there. You just, because you spend that time, you just go attend and just also time to dress up. Yeah, if not, you do not have really need. So it's good time to dress up. So yeah, you will regret much if you went back late, as you mentioned. Yeah. But I think really the thing that we need to do for all alumni is that it's the basic thing. You're set that you receive your education at one place. Could be anywhere. So in that sense, you participate so that they can benefit. May not be you giving them money, but because you have this, the number of people from that particular school. So if you go and ask for money, more people want to give. So everybody suddenly is a bit more generous to give. The school gets to benefit. Likewise, you put in the effort, then you go across batches. Some of our super seniors are also lonely, but via WhatsApp and all these processes, you get to interact with them. So there's some kind of mentoring that can happen. I think the younger people just need to come in and participate. That you really can benefit. There's always a way to assist them. So as far as we're concerned, we are also looking for anybody who just dropped off the wagon or not in the projectile. We try to assist them to get back and not, stay in the state that they are in. So we try to help whenever we can. So, but of course, to be successful, you have to work. But the alumni is around to provide assistance, but also to enjoy our company. So that's my advice, Amir.
Thank you, Hamdi. So what I'm hearing is the concept of silaturahim. In Islamic terms, called silaturahim, friendship, comradeship, and helping one another. Okay. Ganesh, what's your parting words to those who are shying away from the alumni because feeling a bit small, a bit inferior? So what's your advice to them? Ganesh?
The way in the future we should come to understand that will be because the younger they have more ideas. They might not have the experience, but they have fresh ideas to inject into the association.
Okay, thank you, Ganesh. And shall we? We're trying to get him on board. Sure, while waiting for Ganesh, what is your parting thought, sure, to all the alumni members out there?
If there's a way for us to have some kind of a connection with people that we share a history with, we come from the same place, and that gives us a commonality that is very unique to us and this group of people. And sometimes when that history is so strong and it binds us together in this wonderful way, then we should celebrate that and be joyful with it and take it a few steps further. And maybe that shared history from 20 years ago, 30 years ago, can take us another 20, 30 years into the future. So why not? Even if it's not like, I don't know, 200-300 people or 10,000 people, even if you connect with just 10 people or 20 people, but if that strength is there, that is a beautiful thing to see. And why not, after all, right? Why not make those connections? Because we all need connections in our life. So yeah, that's it from me, Amir.
Thanks, Sharina. It's all about connection, connecting the dot. Ganesh, you want to say? Would you like to anything to add, Ganesh?
Sharina is absolutely correct, and so it's time for things to move because alumni have been there just as an alumni, right? But some of them have progressed, but most of them are just a society or an association for the old students or ex-students or whatever it is to get together, which is normally in a dinner or sport event, and that's it. After that, they disappear, and then next year the same thing again. So I think the newer alumni members and committee should move forward, and definitely things are going to change after this COVID-19. So they should also progress within, or it's not just going to be an old man or old girl association. And just come there. Yoba used to be a place that you come and eat. Now we are renovating the restaurant. So just that come, eat, drink, socialize, and go back. That's it. Nothing else in terms of progress. So that's where I would really encourage alumni or ex-student of any school or whatever it is to join the association, and just do not ask what the association is for me, because when you join it,
Thank you, Ganesh. Thank you so much. Okay, and for me, guys, okay, now I'm a wheelwright. I'm a lawyer. I'm a wheel writer. I write wheels. I do hiba and so on. So I would like to, my parting note, to all the alumni, show your loyalty to your alumni. Before you die, you write your will, make sure your alumni receive some part of your cash. Okay? It can be 10, 20, 30, 50,000. That actually is the secret formula to make sure your alumni can sustain. Kan? Because alumni are not beggars. Those who are running the office are not professional beggars. We don't want your money. So give your money. So before you close your eye, make sure you put aside something for your school, because if not for your school, who else? Right? So I'm looking at the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. So after COVID, make sure now you write your will. Aida, Hamdi, Sherina, Ganesh, and myself, we write our will. We put aside some funds for our school so that alumni so that alumni can be sustainable. Okay, right.
Boleh,
So we'll
boleh.
sign off tonight. Boleh ya?
Thank you
Boleh
so
ya?
much.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Amir.
So
Thank you,
so
Amir.
tonight, our parting note, let us part note with saying our school motto: be yet wiser. Aida?
One United Ansara.
Hamdi?
Fiat Sapientia Vert.
Sherina?
Nisi Dominus Frustra. Without God, all
And on behalf of Mr. Ganesh, Okay, he's coming back. Okay. On behalf of Mr. Ganesh. Mr. Ganesh, your parting word, our school motto?
Be at wiser, give a wise man instruction and he'll be at wiser. Glory, glory,
Oh,
glory.
glory, glory. Okay, that's the longer version. So thank you very much for joining us. I love all of you. Long live our alumni. Long live Malaysia. Thank you so much. You've been, ladies and gentlemen, you've been the program Sole Provider with Sheikul and Friends. Thank you and good night.
Good night.
Till we
Thank
meet
you.
again.
Bye. Bye.
Good night, good night, good night.
Bye.
Bye.